My name is Commissioner Frank Avila, and I'm a commissioner at the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago. And the name of our show is the American Society of Civil Engineers, Illinois Section. And as my guest, I have Kate Whitlock, Vice President of B.Burke Engineering. Thank you, Kate, for being on the show.
My pleasure.
And I have Manju Sharma. She's the Director of Maintenance and Operation at the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago. And I have Catherine O'Connor, and she's the Director of Engineering. Thank you for all being on my show.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I have the expert of the engineers here in the United States. I have Kate, which works in the private sector as an engineer, as a vice president of B.Burke, and you operate what, in about 3 states, Kate?
Mostly 2, Illinois
states?
and Indiana. We have 9 offices in those 2 states.
And what type of projects does B.Burke?
We're a basic civil engineering company. We do all kinds of civil engineering, except we do not do geotechnical.
Geotechnical?
As Chris says, we don't poke holes in the ground.
Yeah. And I have Manju. As I mentioned, she's Director of Maintenance Operation. And what do you do there, Manju?
Well, I'm, as you said, Director of Maintenance and Operations. We maintain and operate wastewater treatment facilities and stormwater management facilities.
And stormwater management. And Manju is the expert in what she does in treating wastewater. And I have Catherine O'Connor, Director of Engineering. What do you do there, Catherine?
Well, the engineering department designs and constructs capital infrastructure programs to maintain the wastewater treatment plant, collection systems, and the plant operations and stormwater management infrastructure.
Yes, and you know, and at this show, the name of the show is American Society of Civil Engineers, and I have 3 guests. 2 are on the public sector side, where the 2 is Catherine and Manju, are the expert, and they have, I would say, the largest department in the world in treating wastewater. Manju
Yes.
operates maintenance and operation, the largest department. I don't think any other wastewater district has your amount of projects or your amount of plants and employees.
That's probably true.
You're the expert. And that's why we have throughout the world people come here and visit Manju to see how we do maintenance and operation at our wastewater facilities. And then we have Catherine O'Connor. She has, I would say, the largest department on the public sector side treating wastewater throughout the world. And we have people from all over the world coming here to see how we do engineering work to keep up and maintain our facilities. And I here have Kate. She's another expert. And Kate works for a private company, and she's a vice president. And they depend on Kate. B.Burke does depend on Kate, no doubt about it. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for being on the show. Now, Kate, what is American Society of Civil Engineers?
Well, the American Society of Civil Engineers is the oldest national engineering organization in America. It was founded in 1852, and we have currently over 140,000 members around the world. It's an American association, but we have international members.
And, you know, a civil engineer, you know, the civil engineer probably started during the Roman times when they were building the roads.
When they were building those magnificent roads.
Yeah. And, you know, because of that roads, that's how our society progressed.
Yeah.
When the religion aspect came into being, the religious books could move faster along the roads.
Right. And we probably think it's the aqueducts.
The aqueducts?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I thought of first.
Yes.
Right, the aqueducts,
Yeah.
right? And some are still standing.
Yes.
Yes.
After all these years.
Yeah.
And so the roads, the aqueducts, and we're the oldest society, in engineering society.
In America.
In
The
America.
oldest national one.
Now, on the health side, Kate, who saves more lives? What profession?
Civil
saves
engineers save more lives.
Civil engineers? That's fascinating.
But people, I always say about our profession that as long as we're doing what needs to be done, people don't know about it. They only are aware of it when it isn't fixed yet. So they turn on their faucet every morning.
Yeah.
Water comes out that's potable, and they don't realize that it's a miracle and doesn't happen very many
Yeah.
other places in the world. And that saves a lot of lives in and of itself.
Yeah, I remember I was seeing something on TV where a person took, when he saw the water come out the faucet, he took that fixture to take it back home with him. So he figured if he turns that faucet, the water will come out.
That's good. That's good.
Who are members of American Society of Civil Engineers?
We are.
We are. You're
We
right.
are.
Yeah. Yes.
Practicing civil engineers
Yes.
across the world.
Yeah, I'm a member of the Illinois section.
And I am a member, and I'm a past president of the
Oh,
Illinois
past president?
section. Yeah.
And how many members are here in Illinois?
A little over 3,400.
3,400?
And that's, the Illinois section only covers the 17 counties in northeastern Illinois. So it's not the entire state. It was just the oldest section in the state, so it kept the name.
I see. Now, Manju, why did you want to become a civil engineer?
I was brought up surrounded by water resources facilities, dams and reservoirs. So I saw them being built, and that was probably the only thing I knew at the time. And have been a member of ASC for, I'm going to guess, 38 years, 37 years. I joined as a student.
Oh,
So
yeah. Now, you have a Bachelor of Science and a Master. Your Bachelor of Science, what school did you go to?
I went to San Jose State,
San Jose
California
State?
State and San
And
Jose.
then your
yes.
Master's?
University of Illinois.
And in your Master, what did you major in any?
My bachelor's, my emphasis was water resources.
Water resources.
In my master's, it was geotechnical engineering.
Geotechnical engineering.
Yes.
And then you came with the district. And how long have you worked with the district?
I've been at the district since 1988.
1988.
So 26 years now.
26
24,
years.
Yeah.
Oh, and the district has a lot of talent and a lot of experience there. And Catherine, why did you take up engineering?
I took up engineering in high school. A woman came to a career day. I went to an all-girl Catholic school in the Buffalo, New York area, and she did car testing for CalSpan, which is a division of Boeing. And I thought, that's fantastic. Engineers save lives. And that's when I decided that's what I'd like to do, and that's what I did pursue and study.
Oh.
And then in graduate school, I went into environmental engineering with an interest in water.
And you have a BS and a Master's in Science?
A bachelor's in engineering, a master's in environmental engineering, and a doctorate in environmental engineering.
And from what school?
My undergraduate was from SUNY, State University of New York at Buffalo, and my master's and doctorate are from the Illinois Institute of Technology.
You know,
here
in the Chicagoland area, we have very good schools.
Oh, we do.
Yes.
I mean, we have excellent engineering school. Now, Kate, what do civil engineers do?
Well, as we said, we build roads, we build wastewater treatment plants, water treatment plants, flood control projects, reservoirs, detention basins, stormwater facilities, airports, runways, towers, buildings, tunnels, dikes.
Yes.
All of those things.
And they all what? Save lives.
They all do.
They
And make
all-
life better.
And, as I mentioned, at the Water Reclamation District, we are the expert. We have Catherine O'Connor and Manju Sharma are the expert.
And great consultants.
And great consultants.
Fantastic consultants.
Great
We couldn't do it
consultants.
without the
couldn't.
wonderful consultants.
Exactly.
The talent that's in the...
Right. And these are the experts here in the Chicagoland area. I mean, we are the expert in treating wastewater. And what we do here saves a lot of lives. I would say 5 million people.
Yes.
We're providing better health here in the and besides the resident of Cook County, throughout the United States also, because what we do here has an effect traveling, you know, because when we discharge our effluent, it goes from our channel to the Des Plaines River, the Illinois River, the Mississippi River, down to the Gulf of Mexico. So what we do environmentally here in the Chicagoland area has effect going all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico.
Well, and I would go even further. The city of Chicago wouldn't be here had it not been for the reversal of Chicago
Yes.
River and the treatment that we provided.
Right.
Now, what are some activities of the Illinois section?
Well, the Illinois section is organized, but most of the work takes place in either technical groups or committees. One of the things we did a few years ago is we patterned an effort after what's done nationally every couple of years. We did an infrastructure report card on the infrastructure of Illinois And the national organization started doing it in that format because it's so easily understandable across all parts of life. If you get a D, people mostly know that's not a very good grade.
Yeah.
And so we did an Illinois report card a few years ago. That's one of our activities. We have committees who offer scholarships to minority students to introduce them to engineering programs at different universities. Our technical groups do scholarships to graduate and undergraduate students. Technical groups do ongoing education all year in their arena so that they can stay up on what's going on, and refresher courses on different topics, and do a lot of things with students to encourage them into engineering. There's a program called Zoom into Engineering. We always have mentors and judges there, and a Future Cities competition that you've been involved with, and there's always ASCE members who are very actively involved in that. And the thing we've been recently involved in is we have an annual awards dinner, and we offer awards to Civil Engineer of the Year, Government Civil Engineer of the Year, Young Civil Engineer of the Year, and to projects, if civil engineering projects under $5 million, civil engineering projects over $5 million. Years ago, I had an employee who won a Young Civil Engineer of the Year, and I won the Government Civil Engineer of the Year, but he always says I won the Old Civil Engineer. And this year, we don't always offer this award, but this year there's a one that's most years, but not always. It's called the Citizen Engineer of the Year Award. And the Citizen Engineer, we select a person who goes beyond just the engineering work that they do, so someone who puts a lot of effort in student activities or for the public good. And this year, our honoree for that award, I don't know the other award winners, but the award winner for the Citizen Engineer this year for the Illinois section is a commissioner, happens to be at the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District, and it's you.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, I appreciate the award.
It's a real honor.
Yeah, you know, but I never knew you had the Young Civil Engineer Award.
Well, we all missed that one.
But I'm very glad to receive that Civil Engineer of the Year award.
There are two events in the year when the whole section comes together, and one of them is this award dinner.
The Citizen Engineer.
Well, for all of the award, that we do that in the fall, and then in the spring we do a President's-elect's dinner.
Yeah, because I remember I graduated in 1961 from Champaign at the University of Illinois. And
my alma mater.
Yeah, and one of my first job in '62 was at the Water Reclamation District.
Really?
Yeah, and I worked there about 5 years. But I fell in love, got married, and went back and got my master's.
Okay.
So I left the district at that time.
And you're back.
And I'm back. Yeah, and you know, I appreciate this award because I think that as a civil engineer, that besides practicing civil engineering, that we have to go out and make the public aware on what we do.
Right.
So that's why I'm doing shows now with the public awareness, and I like to bring on kids. And explain to the kids what we do in civil engineering, and that's why we're very fortunate to have two females, Catherine O'Connor and Manju, in charge of two of our very important departments at the district in treating wastewater.
Thank you.
Okay.